get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to roam now. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. To throw is Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Prescott again. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Brees. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Now Brees lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing, Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punt, you better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 76 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. I'd have to say the most impressive team of Week 6. You're about to see him come back out here on offense. It had to be the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe some people saw them beating Jacksonville. You know, it was at home, but 40-7? I don't know that many people saw that coming.
Not at all, and they've always had trouble making their home stadium a true tough place for visitors to visit. Well, they're 3-0 at home for the first time since 1999. Dak Prescott used his legs in a big way, a career-high 82 yards rushing, and he also connected 9 times with Cole Beasley, 2 of them for touchdowns. That Dallas team got off the mat after a disappointing Sunday night loss against Houston and jumped on Jacksonville.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Prescott now on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. Breeze now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20.
There we go. There we go. Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. He hits Beasley right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A give to Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here's Elliott. Able to slither by. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.